Next one is the ever popular, the oh so repeated, the number one concept that when Karen and I go in and do leadership and corporate trainings across the globe, the number one thing they remember without doubt is MSU. Many people know this one as well. And I have to say that I'm very excited because we actually just got this week the trademark from the U.S. Trademark, a registered trademark around MSU, because this is something that we have used for years and years and years. Karen brought it to the party. Karen, why don't you tell us where it came from? Then we'll and what it stands for, and then we'll go from there.
So great thing, Jay, here, Jen, with MSU again, cop world. And the fun part about this is cops are absolutely fabulous with fiction. And again, it came from a cop training, and the one of the people that we're having a conversation, I was having a conversation with, we were talking about how cops just make shit up. And I had said something about them having master's degrees from MSU. And those master's degrees have them making shit up all day long. Sometimes Jen prefers stuff for making stuff up, depending on the audience that we have. But the thing here with MSU is we make shit up and then we believe what it is that we just made up, and then we get freaked out about the story that we made up, and it's just like, it's just made up. You just made it up. So the big thing with MSU is really, how do we help people stop making things up? Because it's about how do we separate the fact from the fiction? It's how do we really help them focus on what's really going on? Because we all have those master's degrees from MSU. So we need to just basically turn in that degree and stop making shit up.
I love it. I love it. Somebody put, that's amazing. Well done. So a key thing here is that the MSU concept is we do it all the time ourselves. We put our meaning on what people meant, what they didn't really say, but we saw it in their facial expression, how their tone was that they were writing the email. When somebody doesn't return our phone call, what's really happening with it? And we make up all these stories, and they're not normally stories of I'm amazing and fabulous and people love me. They are usually like they're mad, they're upset, I tick them off, what's going on, they're a jerk, whatever the case is. So when we MSU, it's that then we are limiting our perspective of what really truly is going on. And that is the most amazing coaching opportunity ever, is to be able to separate the fact from the fiction.
And I think, and Jen, just really quick, and if you could do it in 30 seconds, I think you should tell them the email story, because that's a great example. And it's a quick example.
It is. So one day I got this email and I just got wound for frickin' sound. I was pissed. I was irritated. I'm like, oh my God, they're so condescending. And I can't believe that they would say this. And, who do they think they are? They're just doing this and they're doing it for A, B, and C. I said, hey, Kara, will you read this email and tell me your take on this? What are you noticing? So she goes over, she reads the email, and she's like, you need to be there at 5. And literally that was the conversation, right? So I had this whole big story of how I was convinced that it was all going down. And the truth of the matter is, to somebody with no energy behind the relationship and what was happening, read right through the truth was, I needed to be there at 5. So we use that example a lot.